Boot up the stream, grab your snack and noodle. Here comes the queen, kid and caboodle. Wi-Fi blazing, wig on tilt. More drama than a soap opera quilt. Kid logs on in a sparkly robe, sipping iced tea like she runs the globe. Drops more truth than a psychic at noon, with a cat named Taco and a raccoon named Boom. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, Wi-Fi warrior, clickbait mover, shaking up the algorithm like a smoothie blender. Watch out, troll, she's a copyright sender. Hot shit YouTuber, talking tea with a pink ring light aura. Yeah. She reviews shampoo and ghost hunts too. Caught Bigfoot slipping in a Gucci shoe. Unboxes snacks, talks haunted dolls, and drops a diss track on bathroom stalls. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, hashtag queen, thumbnail smoother, dancing in a snuggie with a llama on her head, uploading content even while in bed. Hot shit YouTuber, even aliens subscribe, that's no rumor. Yeah. She vlogs in Walmart, midnight mission, caught in aisle 9 with divine precision. Mic in hand, she interviews cheese. Sir, you aware you're lactose free? Goes live while baking glitter pies. Starts a feud with ducks, no lies. Reacts to Karen's, paints her Jeep, and once went viral yelling sheep don't sleep. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, ring light blazing, sassy maneuver. Bans a troll while dancing to chair, then sells merch made from her own hair. Hot shit YouTuber, even her outro has a blooper. She taught a goose to play Fortnite, hosted a seance on Tuesday night, got possessed midstream, ate a burrito, still hit upload, respect amigo. Now Netflix calls and brands wanna collab, but Kit just vlogged from her glittery cab. She's not here for clout or fame, she's here to win the YouTube Hunger Games. Kit and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, lights, camera, chaotic humor. She'll roast your comments and send a prayer while flossing in boots with electric hair. Hot shit YouTuber, cue the outro, she's gone lunar. Sorry about that. Can you hear me? Oh, nobody's here. Okay. All right. So we got some more tea. I'm going to call it tea because there's no document, right? But Lori Hellis went on Wade. Oh my God. Went on the Glares channel last night. So we're going to look at that. And then there's, hey, Felicia. Hey, girl. Also, there's a document that, or not a document, a letter that was sent to Lori Hellis by somebody that I don't know why I didn't have it together. Oh my God. My notifications. Oh my God. I'm going to have to, okay. Before I get started, like I always do, wherever I get my information, Chasing Justice link is in the description and in my chat box here. Also, Glare's channel also, because that's what you do, people. So his link is in the description and in the chat. Hold on a minute. I got to turn off my notifications. All right. Sorry, give me a minute. So sorry. All right. No. Nope, I'm not going there. Oh, I know what a problem is here. There, that's better. All right. So she got this letter or whatever, email, not that. I don't know how I missed this. It doesn't, I don't know the direct date. It was 2025, but obviously it was recent. Hi, Miss Hellis. I hope you're doing well. I was extremely sorry to see your recent live stream on YouTube and heard about what Lauren and John have been up to, wreaking havoc at CrimeCon and elsewhere against you and others, none of whom have done a single thing wrong. I don't agree with that, but I know what I'm about to say is likely to reveal who I am. Though, as you know, I just wanted to stay anonymous when Lauren sent me the unsolicited email to myself and others sharing a copy of your book. but I've come to terms with that of what Lauren has recently, oh my God, I'm going to cough, escalated against others like you and Gigi. Oh, hold on. I don't know why I have this tickle. Who's Gigi? Does anybody know who Gigi is? I'm just wondering. It's just another name. I was told from someone involved you were served a subpoena. And I wanted to send you this info just so you have an idea of what she's been doing with her local police department that reached out to me. What? After sharing the email she sent to you, she reported to the police, that I had probably hacked her accounts. Oh, I see what's going on. Hacked her accounts and that the emails shared were just fabricated to make her look bad. This is not the truth. And of course, I have full email records for my account from my Gmail and Apple, which prove the legitimacy of her email sharing your book to myself and others. Oh my God. Okay. So she got caught in a lie from what Anonymous is saying, or Concerned Citizen now. Why would you report that to the police that someone hacked into your account when nobody actually did? Wouldn't that be a crime? A false report? I don't know. But let me know if you need anything or need the redacted police reports. I do. I want the police reports. I'll redact them. I hope you and others, and also myself, make it through this. But I have to admit, I'm very worried about someone who is knowingly lying to law enforcement and where she may stop, if she will stop. Thank you for your bravery and speaking out against what they continue to do. I was relieved to see so much of YouTube comment section, also realizing something was up with her. Concerned Citizen. Okay, let me say something. Hi, G13. If I was involved in this mess somehow, this is just me, I would have went live immediately and talked about this. However, what I would have done with this mess, I wouldn't have been in this mess though, not like this. You got a block button, you block people, you carry on, you do not go looking for information, you do not go watching their social medias. If you're that afraid, right? I bet you she would have done those things, she would have been okay. Because this is social media and it could be the devil's playground. Because now you got a bunch of mean girls after you. That's what I call them, mean girls. Patty Sturgis, how are you? Okay, there's some tea, and I'm into the tea stuff right now. I am. So, Lori Hellas last night was on the Glares channel. So we're going to watch this interview. We're not going to watch this whole thing. We're just going to watch the interview right here. Ready?
Click on this. Anyone else? I'm only letting Lori up. And Lori, please just show your face backstage so that I can see you only. And then I'll let you up. Give me 1 second here, folks.
All right. He is so stupid. He's playing the Jeopardy TikTok. See, I guess we're not going to know 100% of anything because we need all the court documents. I'm okay. Today I'm okay. I'm just trying to keep busy. Yeah. Okay, Lori, get your butt up there. We're gonna find out more here about the subpoena, because this is what this is about. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched a clip. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Oh,
To pursue writing. So I wrote a book about the Vallow Daybell case.
Okay.
Early on, while I was working on it, because the book didn't come out until the trials were done, I started this little newsletter blog. Lauren discovered it and called me and asked me if I would come on her. At that time, she and John, her husband, were doing a podcast. And I said, sure, why not? And so over the next year, I appeared on her show just about every week on Fridays. And we did a live about, it started out about the Vallow Daybell case, because that's what I was writing about. But it pretty soon morphed into other true crime cases. So I'd been appearing for about a year, and Lauren and I had gotten to be friends. You know, we talked other than during the lives, and we'd gotten to be what I would consider friends. And then, kind of out of the blue, she said, "We're going to take a break from having you on the show," and she kind of ghosted me. She ghosted me for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. And I said, okay, that's you're entitled to do that. It's your show. And so I kind of went on my way. But I enjoyed doing it. And people started reaching out to me and saying, hey, we miss you. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just start my own little.
okay. I know. I'm muting this, but I have something to say. When I got something to say, I got to say it so I don't forget. Okay, like I said, I remember that Hidden True Crime I didn't make it like that, made Lori. I didn't mean it like that. But what I want to say is, I know I watched Kathy from Left Undone, and she said, and I remember this, she used to have happy hour on Fridays, happy hour time. Well, what ended up happening, and when you're a creator, you try to do proper etiquette, because everybody knew that at that time frame that she did the Friday night happy hour. Well, Hidden True Crime took that slot. I mean, you can do whatever you want, whatever on your channel, but I do want to say, if anybody's kind of connecting anything, and I have been for a long time, with all this mess, it all has to do with people competing for the attention in the Lori Vallow case. I don't care what anybody says. It's all who can be one up on another. I swear to God, that's what I think. And I'm sorry, I'm saying it. Lori Vallow case, who is doing better can do the most.
Channel. So I did.
Right on.
Before I started my channel, though, I reached out to Lauren. I told her what I was doing, and I told her what I was thinking about, and she was, effusively excited, supportive. Oh, we'll promote you. It'll be great. Well, I had purposefully scheduled my live to talk about legal stuff in these true crime stories. Purposely scheduled it an hour before hers so that people could just roll right over into hers. Well, it took about a week before she started scheduling over the top of me, and that kept happening. So
Wow.
I
See,
thought,
there's the kids have a term for that in these YouTube streets. It's called
yeah,
a hater.
right. So I didn't say anything. I just moved my live to a different night. And
Yeah.
But it was clear from some stuff that I was hearing that she was sort of doxing me behind the scenes. So for 3 years that I was working on the book and waiting for all the trials to be done, I didn't ever say anything about Lauren. People would ask, why aren't you on her show anymore? And I would say, ask her, or I don't know. I wouldn't answer. Then in May of 2024, I got an email from a anonymous sort of I want to stay anonymous person who said, "Hey, I just got a advanced copy of your manuscript from Lauren, and that seems like that's not right."
And specifically from Lauren. They named
Yeah,
her and said, Lauren
right.
sent this to me. Okay.
So the guy sent me the email. So, and about that time, Lauren started blowing up my publisher. She was inundating my publisher with phone calls. She was claiming that my book was all plagiarized from her work. She was claiming that, and she tried to get the book.
Oh, look at his face. Claire, you're not shocked and you know it. You just got Lori Hellis on your channel, and there you go. You got the plug right now. It's the hottest thing on the internet in true crime. Okay, Claire, stop it. So is this person, the hidden true crime lady, saying is stalking her? I'm really confused. There's a lot of players in this, but I'm telling you, everybody, this is what I mean. It's not the Lori Vallow case. It's all these people that are involved in this mess are covering the Lori Vallow case, and they're all trying to one up on each other. Well, not Lori Heller. She wrote a book. Maybe they are now. I don't know. The alleged stalker is Christina. On my thumbnail, the girl with the dark long hair is Christina, and you got to see Christina is like, looks like she's in her early 20s. So she's going to be immature and she's going to be a mean girl. And in my opinion, she's kind of off. She is. Okay, let's watch his silly little face right here and listen.
Stopped.
What?
Well, the publisher didn't buy it, and so that all kind of died down. The book came out in September of 2024. I still didn't say anything to anybody about what she'd done. So it wasn't until about a week before this last Crime Con, which was in September, early September, a woman reached out to me and she said, "Hey, I used to be friends with Lauren, and she's screwed over a lot of her friends lately, and I would love to talk to you." So we chatted on the phone a little bit, and she said, "Are you going to Crime Con?" "Yeah, I'm going to Crime Con." She said, "Well, so am I. I'd love to meet you." So the first time I met her was the Friday night of Crime Con. And we talked for a few minutes, and she said to me, "Do you know?"
I'm sorry. I'm going to read your comment here in a minute. Claire does not hardly ever pay attention to the guests. I want you guys to watch how rude he is. Sorry, Claire. You are. You don't pay attention to your guests. You pay attention to the chat more than anything. Just saying. I think Christina's mainly a TikToker. Christina's all over. They got a Facebook group, Instagram. She got a couple Instagrams, TikTok, but all we're ever hearing about is the TikTok videos. But there's something going on with all the text messaging. And what I want to know, who gives their password to their phone? Regardless of all she said, Christina went too far discussing comments. Yes, she did. It's not true. What ain't true? It's true, he does. Okay. You're doing talk to text. I was trying to figure it out. Oh, stop it. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. She's going to be paying for that one. And you know what's really sad? If Hitting True Crime is all doing all this stuff behind the scenes, she just made everything worse for herself. To say, yeah, she did, because of social media. And I see some people. Hold on, I got a cough. I won't, but I'm seeing people going hard and mean to her. And it's like, did you ever have a relationship with this lady? Do you know this lady to be fucking mean? Right? I'm in shock. However, kind of not. You got to be careful. I just couldn't do it. Okay. But if you want to, get those views and that money, I understand. I understand. You're gardening? Jeez, I wish. It's going to get bad. And I hate to say that. It's only going to get worse now. Because everybody in true crime is picking it up. A lot of us are picking it up. Not everybody, but a lot. Okay, let's watch Blair be rude to his guest.
That Lauren served me with a stalking order. They had tried to serve it at my house. This woman lived in Utah. Lauren lives in Nevada, and she
Okay.
actually went from Nevada to Utah to swear out this stalking complaint against this woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So-
thought it was the other way around because of the
No.
TikTok videos. So it's Christina who lives in Utah and
Correct.
okay, and Lauren who lives in
Right.
Nevada. Okay, I thought it was
Right.
the other way around. Got it.
So I said, well, what did I did family and criminal law for 30 years. I've seen an awful lot of stalking orders and domestic violence restraining orders. And
Sure.
so I said, well, how did she get a stalking order against you? She said, well, for my YouTube videos. And I said, well, you can't get a stalking order for YouTube videos. That's free speech. I mean, what sort of a threat
Right.
were you to her? I don't know, but
Okay, I'm confused. Wait a minute. Is there somebody else and they got a YouTube channel? What? Does the Lunch Stalker have Christina have a YouTube channel? Like they are closing for the YouTuber that just passed away. Who? Who just passed away? I got a question. It just hit me. Okay. The order of protection is in Utah. Would you have to get an order of protection in every state? Like, how can order protection in Colorado be legit? I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm not law enforcement. I'm just kind of wondering how that works. Because I know my order of protection would not work in another state. But it could. Homie something passed away, jail YouTuber. Oh, really? Really? That's too bad. I never talk ill about the dead, even though if they did some really horrible things and were a really horrible person. No. So yeah, I'm just kind of wondering, put it in the chat. I don't understand how it just all these new thoughts are coming, right? How is an order of protection from Utah valid in Colorado? I'm just kind of wondering.
The judge signed the order and said, I can't make any YouTube videos. I can't, Lauren presented it to the folks at CrimeCon, and now the CrimeCon folks say, even though I have a ticket, I can't be in CrimeCon. Now, we were in this enormous hotel. We were in
Yeah.
the Gaylord Rockies Hotel outside of Denver in Aurora, Colorado. The hotel's enormous.
Okay.
So CrimeCon said, you can't be in the event space. But the hotel said, we can't kick her out of the hotel. You know, she has as
Right.
much right to be in the hotel as anybody else. So that's the piece that people don't really understand is the hotel told her she could still be in the hotel.
Right.
So
So
now Lauren's going on with Duty
CrimeCon.
Ron
Sorry, but CrimeCon
That's
is
good.
being held at this hotel, right?
At this Gaylord Hotel. It's a big event hotel,
Right.
big
Okay. So
convention center.
even though CrimeCon is saying you got to leave, the hotel is like, no, she doesn't.
Right.
Okay,
So
got it.
the hotel is a big convention center hotel. So there's a whole bunch of space in the hotel for conventions and conferences. So CrimeCon says you can't be in the conference space that we're using. But the hotel says we can't keep her from being in the hotel.
Got it.
So Saturday evening, I went down to the bar. And I've been doing this stuff long enough that I've met people. So I went down to the bar and I had a drink, and there were, I don't know, 8, 10 people all sitting around in this sort of lounge area with couches and chairs. And every year, CrimeCon does an awards ceremony. So the people who'd been to the awards ceremony were coming out, and they all ended up in the bar. Now, this bar is huge. I mean, it's maybe half a football field big. I mean, it is a huge bar space. So the woman who
Okay, I'll speed it up here a minute. This is what I want to know. You guys, what's the name of the bar? And I will look the bar up and we will check it out. Did I speed it up yet? No. Claire, look at your guest.
Lauren calls her stalker,
Right.
was sitting in that collection of people with me and several other people. And the awards ceremony let out and people started filtering into the bar. So Lauren said she was at the award ceremony. I don't know. I was just sitting there, and a couple of other creators were sitting there, and Anjanette Levy from Law and Crime came over and sat down on the couch with us. And Christina, who is the stalker, was sitting around kind of in this group, sort of off to one side. And just a couple of minutes later, 2 Aurora police officers walked up to her and said, "Are you Christina?" She said, "Yes." And they said, "Can we talk to you?" And she walked away with them. And Anjanette Levy said, "What the hell was that all about?" And I said, "Oh, well, Lauren got a stalking order against her." And that's all I said. That's all I know. That may very well be how Anjanette Levy and Law and Crime got in on this.
Right.
So,
I mean, it's what makes the most sense.
right. So I finished my drink and left. That was, I think, the second or third time I'd ever met Anjanette Levy. We're not friends. We don't talk, you know. And I finished my drink and went to my room. So, and CrimeCon was over the next day and I left. So I didn't have any idea what was going on. But when I got back from CrimeCon, I was kind of pissed off by the fact that I felt like Lauren was misusing stalking orders
Yeah.
to fuck around with this woman. I don't swear on my own channel, so.
Okay, I'm confused in the sense of, okay, I agree with you. I mean, it's hard to get a no contact order. I want to know how she got it to begin with. There had to be some intent that the judge seen within that order for him to grant the emergency order. Oh my God. What's going on? There's probably an accident. Sorry, guys. Okay. I think stalking order was carried over because CrimeCon was there. I don't know. I'm really confused. But it's good to know everything. It's nice to hear more, right? Right. To me, I don't disrespect those who have had. I don't blame you. Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry. I know. I am too.
No, you can swear on mine all you want.
I know.
Yeah.
But I really felt like she was just using stalking orders. And there's been a lot of this going on. There's a Canadian creator. His name is Ian Runkle. He's got a
Yeah,
woman from
Runks.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. We
Poor
love Runks
Ian.
here.
I
Yeah.
do too. And he's got a woman from Wisconsin, I think, that he's fighting a stalking order over because he said negative things about her. And it seems like it's kind of going on in the true crime community and in the YouTube space. So I went on my little bitty channel. I have 8,000 subscribers. I'm a little bitty channel. And I said, here's what I know. I talked about the fact that Lauren shared my manuscript. And I talked about the fact that what I saw at CrimeCon.
Where's that at? What video is that? Does anybody know by any chance that she did the live that she did? She talked about her manuscript. I do want to hear about that. The judge had to be told more than just head on a platter. Yeah, because I feel those aren't threats to me. Those are not threats. That's just little intimidation tactics by mean girls. That's all. Her first video? No, no. I want to know the one where she legit talks about the manuscript. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Thank you.
And that's what I did. But I'm a lawyer. And so I sat down and said, this isn't stalking. It's not defamation. It's not any of those things. It's Lauren being a damn mean girl because she's threatened. So what I know is that Lauren when she started her channel, she was flat ass broke. And she's got 317 subscribers, and she's got all sorts of Patreon and all sorts of stuff. And she's dragging down some bucks, and she's comfortable. And she does not want all this stuff to get out because the truth is, she talks about other people behind their backs all the time. She ingratiates herself with crime victims, and this is why,
for those of us who haven't graduated from the Glare Institute of Law and stuff. In grades, explain that word.
So she gets in good with all those people. She promises, she tells them she's all about the victims, and she's very sympathetic, and she gets all on their good sides.
Okay. Remember J13? I said Lori. I will say that Lauren is the type that has to be the first of everything. But I will say all these crime victims, families, they all have Lauren's back. I'm just saying. The families do like her. What happened? I got off your live and immediately saw Lori's live where she spoke about the book. Did she go into details about it? Or did she just talk about it? Maybe I missed something. I probably missed something. Sorry about that.
And we're all friends. And then behind their backs, she's texting shit about them.
Dude,
so she's saying mean, nasty things about them.
Wow,
well,
dude. I heard a rumor about this. But I wasn't sure.
So there was this group of women. Christina, the so-called stalker, was part of it. early on, before she cut me out, I was in those text threads too. And there were messenger threads and there were text threads. And she would say stuff in those text threads that she would definitely not want other people to hear.
So, like, I mean, I'm not going to ask you what they are. Did you take screenshots?
No, but other people did.
Okay, so there are receipts.
There are receipts. Yes. Now I have the receipts for the
Okay, when it comes to the messages, the text messages and stuff, I think it's wrong for people to be sharing that kind of stuff. But if you're going to do these group things and these group chats, you're putting yourself out there. You're setting yourself up. No matter if you feel it's a moral thing or not, I would never do it. But yeah.
fact that she distributed my manuscript. I have those receipts.
Wow.
And in fact, they're in the community tab, under the community tab on my YouTube show. So I know she did that. But the things that she was doing, she was just talking shit about people behind their backs.
Right.
And talking shit about other creators. So she would cozy up with other creators, and then those creators would talk her up on their shows, and and talk about what a great creator she was, and she was getting lots of extra views, and she was getting all, and then she was
I know the type.
undermining them behind their backs.
Wow.
So one creator in particular that she went after, who was heartbroken to hear that Lauren was really not the sincere, lovely person that she thought she was. So, but this group of women who has all these text messages and screenshots, Lauren was afraid they were going to release them. And that's what started all this. It's not a stalking order. She just doesn't want people to release all of the things that make her look bad.
And if Law and Crime streams the hearing, that stuff's going to come out in the hearings.
Exactly.
And the whole world is going to know that she trash talked these victims while cozying up to them.
Right.
That is messed up.
Right.
Wait, the victims? What? She trash talked the victims of these cases that she does? Where's the proof? I want to see it. Allegedly. Everything's a legend right now. Hi, Kelly, Kelly.
So she filed a motion when Law and Crime filed their media request. She and her attorney filed this just very full-throated objection to media covering the hearing. I know this because I was sitting in the bar with Christina, and when I got back from CrimeCon, I then put out my live about what had happened at CrimeCon and what Lauren had done to me. And Lauren then filed a complaint saying that Christina had put me up to that, and that was a violation of the stalking order because she couldn't put it up, so she had me do it. That was certainly not the case, and because I'm nobody's bitch. And so Christina's lawyer subpoenaed me. So I got subpoenaed for this hearing. So I was at the hearing on Zoom when all this was going on.
Okay.
So the first thing was Lauren didn't want to come in the courtroom because Christina was in the courtroom, and she demanded that the courtroom be cleared. And the judge said, no, court's public. No, pull up your big girl panties and come to
Who
court.
does this person think she is? That is insane.
Yeah.
That is next.
I do agree. That is insane. What is she thinking? Has she ever been into court before? I mean, for her own personal stuff, you cannot close the courtroom down. Silly, Lauren. Silly. Okay, let me go. Let me look in chat. What's going on here? What's going on? There's a lot going on here. There's more going on. Remember, I said it in previous lives. There's something missing. There's something missing. I think she was saying Lauren talked crap about other creators she was supposedly friends with. Yeah, I got to be careful with my words here. I'm responding about what I just heard. I'm not saying that's true. I already found the TikToks a long time ago. I want to see the receipts. I want to see them all. Melissa from the bushes, you're back. Okay. Where's Kelly? I've seen Kelly somewhere. Kelly. Kelly is on the wrong channel, I think. Hold on, let me look. Oh, there's Kelly. Kelly. Like it's not Gucci. You know what? I sure hope hidden true crime is not. I hope Lauren, I hope you do not use law enforcement like this and do these kind of fill out these kind of oh god motions like this. I say that because I'm a victim of being stalked by my ex-husband. Okay, I'm a victim of that, and some other people too. Not cool. Not cool if you're using that to your advantage. I don't know if you are, but you know what we'll do here on True Crime. We will get the documents. I'm just saying we'll get the documents. There she is. There's the girl right there. She's right there. Hands up. Okay, let's get back to Goofy Glare and his reaction.
Level delusion. Wow.
So
Sorry.
when the when law and crime, so what happened was the judge had only set aside an hour for this hearing, and there was no way they were going to get done in an hour. So the judge took the testimony of two witnesses that had come from out of town, two of Christina's friends, and set the rest of it over for October 16th. On October 14th, earlier, just before that, they learned that the judge had allowed the media request. So law and crime was going to be able to cover the hearing. So on the 14th, Lauren's attorney filed a motion to postpone the hearing, and the judge denied that. The reason he denied it was because he had some real misgivings about the fact that during the period between the two hearings, Christina was still, her First Amendment rights were still being trampled over because the order was still in place.
Right.
So he did some revisions to the order, but then he said, we need to get this hearing done right away. So when Lauren's attorney filed to have it continued, the judge denied it. And once it was denied, then she dropped the hearing altogether. So then she gets on and does a 9-hour live. Who does that?
Crazy
And
people
she
do that,
says,
Lori.
I'm taking back my narrative, right? I'm taking back my narrative. Well, here's the thing. She just figured that if anybody was going to make money off this, it was going to be her. Sure,
Clearly,
not law and crime.
That's how it came off. I mean, that's the picture. She painted that picture herself.
And then, of course, all of her little minions inundated her with donations.
Okay, I got a comment about that.
Yeah.
I don't recall her making that comment, but that was a very long live. Now she's got to think about how the victims of these crimes feel because all the people making money off of their heartache. Hold on a minute. They all need to go to their corners and keep their names out of their mouth. Yes, yes. You know what? It's just beginning though, J13. You know that. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, poor Lauren. Poor me. So, I mean, the bottom line is that she's a liar. So here's what I found out just recently. When my publisher sent out my manuscript, it went out to media outlets. Now, it happens very routinely where a publisher sends a book out to media outlets and asks
To
them
get reviews.
To get reviews.
Yeah.
So it was sent out, and it went out during one of the trials. I can't remember which one. And Nate Eaton, he was from East Idaho News and was very, very deeply involved in the Lori Vallow case. And Justin Lum, who was the investigative reporter from Phoenix, who was very involved. They were standing in line, one behind the other. And Nate said to Justin, did you get a copy of Lori's book? And he said, yeah, I just got it. And Lauren was standing right in front of him. And she said, oh, I haven't gotten my copy yet. Will you send me a copy? And Nate
Wow.
didn't realize it. And he mistakenly sent it to her. And then she sent it out to people. Yeah.
Oh,
So she lied to
wow.
him and told him, oh, I haven't gotten my copy yet. She was never intended to have a copy.
And you've posted the receipts on this stuff on
Yeah,
community. So do you,
it's
I
on
mean,
my community tab.
if you can comment on it, like, do you plan on taking legal action against her?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Not at this point.
Yeah. I mean, and that's your right. I'm not
she's
saying you should one way or the other. I mean,
I'd say she's kind of on the edge right now, and she may just be
I do.
she may be just on the yeah, she could tip me over into changing my mind.
I know exactly what you mean.
That FAFO thing could,
she's right. She's in the safe zone. As long as she stays there, she's good.
But to be honest, I mean, she's done all this herself. That 9-hour live, I mean, she's the one who's blown up her life, not me.
Right. Nobody. Right. It sounds to me as if that 9.5 hour live hadn't been done, nobody would be talking about this shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing. If somebody did a 9.5 hour live and it wasn't a fundraiser. So,
it was a fundraiser. Trust me, it was a fundraiser.
I love it. So now I've seen chatter in people's chats about some of the stuff that's, and it's all rumor, and I just don't know what you can confirm or disconfirm.
Right.
But like, not only are I saw
Oh my god, I was talking to you guys. Why did that happen to me? Thank you. I remember you saying that, and I went and looked for myself, and I don't think she's deceased. I can't find anything on her deceased. She isn't back in prison. She could be at a county jail. And the thing about I noticed with Florida, you got to know the exact county. Maybe she moved. I thought Wade's mom did pass. No, everybody would have known. If she did, oh my God. That's sad. Okay, let's get back to this. I'm sorry, I was muted. Jesus.
somewhere that not only did she trash talk these victims behind their back, but also cozied up to the accused in one of these cases.
I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't attend some of the trials, so I wasn't there, and I don't know for sure. I mean, I've heard those same rumors, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I don't like to perpetuate rumors on this channel. I
mean, I've heard the rumors too, but I don't have any independent. I mean, one of the reasons I didn't go to the last two Lori Vallow trials was because I knew she was going to be there, and I wasn't really sure that I could maintain and not confront her if I had to look at her face.
Because as I understand it, Lauren had made good friends with Tylee and JJ's grandparents.
Oh yeah,
and had gotten very close to them.
Right.
And oh my God, man, that's
at least, she had made good friends with them. She's made good friends with Lori Vallow's cousin, Megan Connor. I mean, yeah, she's definitely. Oh yeah, they're really recently cozying back up to Lori Vallow's adult son, Colby Ryan, and I mean, it's sad. It's
yeah.
And trust me, Colby's been through enough.
Right. I mean, I followed the Daybell Vallow case pretty closely.
Right.
I covered it when it first happened, and I think I went over one or two of the later hearings of hers. But that's it. I didn't really do I hyper focus on stuff on this channel, and it's like I'm like a pit bull.
Right.
I grab a hold of it and I don't let go.
Right. Yeah.
And that was not one of the ones that I did that with. But
Right.
But I was just as infuriated as everyone else as to what I was seeing. It's pretty despicable if those rumors are true. And
it's just really troubling.
right.
But I think what's more troubling is the misuse of restraining orders and stalking orders. I mean,
and misleading your audience. Such a large
sure.
platform that is so
Sure.
irresponsible when you have such a
Yeah.
large platform, you know. And
oh yeah,
because
and she styles herself a journalist, but she is not a journalist. She is not an ethical. She does not. My undergraduate degree was in journalism. I studied the journalistic canons. I know she does not follow that.
Yeah,
she follows it when it's convenient.
She strikes me as a bullhorn Betty with a larger following, basically,
Right.
but without the bullhorn. You know.
I mean,
she just shows up to court hearings.
I won't say that. I mean, I do think that she will tell.
What was that face about? Let me back this up. What the fuck was he doing? Hold on. Did you guys see his face? What the hell is that about? Is she jealous? I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm speculating. I think Lori has kept her mouth shut for 3 years, and she's finally talking. So a whole bunch of cans of worms have been opened with many people. It's funny that this drama's going on with these people that are huge YouTubers, right? It's kind of nice to see. Well, it's sad to see, but you know what I mean? It's just not us little YouTubers. But they're savage. Never mind.
She will tell you she's just a mom and she's just and she comes off as sweet and very caring and
They all
that's
do.
the way she gets herself, she gets in with all of these people, and then, the minute she doesn't need them anymore, she just screws them over. So now, would I have gone on TikTok and made those TikTok videos? No.
Right.
But
right. But she's
certainly
within her
weren't-
rights.
That's right. They weren't threatening Lauren with actual violence, and they weren't threatening Lauren with harm. And Lauren is one of those people. If you see all of the body cam videos, the first thing she says is, "I feel threatened. I feel threatened." So she knows all the good buzzwords. She's married to a
Right.
psychologist. She knows all the right things to say.
I noticed
So-
that. Like
Oh, yeah.
it
Oh, yeah.
seemed so so
Mhm.
meticulous, like calculated what she was doing in
Right.
that, because I only watched
Right.
like the first while of the
Oh,
first
yeah.
little while of that
Oh yeah,
stream,
it
and
is
immediately
not
she's
by
like,
accident.
I haven't eaten, I can't eat, but I have
Right.
my root
Right.
beer, and
Yeah.
she's and everything is and using terms like my truth, my narrative,
Right.
taking back
Mhm.
my power.
Right.
This is all very, very like atypical textbook cliche stuff that you
Right.
hear from victimhood mentality on
Right.
the internet. You know what I mean? It's
Right. There's
cliche. Like,
several instances where she says, "I feel threatened. Don't come near me. I feel threatened. Don't come near me. I feel threatened." I mean, it's
right, but that's the
Yeah.
thing is like
Right.
just because you feel threatened doesn't mean that you're being threatened.
she knows the
like,
right words to say. I don't think, frankly, I'm not sure she felt threatened. I just think she knows the right things to say to get people's interest.
Agreed.
So,
No, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, as far as my opinion of her goes, and the little bit that I've seen of her, then yeah, I'm totally in agreement with you. She's definitely somebody who will milk
Right.
whatever she can and garner sympathy and use it as a way to
Right.
make money. Totally. Like I've seen it a million times. So it wasn't hard to spot pretty immediately. But
Well, and you know, I mean, I never really understood why she came after me so strongly because I'm just a little. I mean, she's a YouTube behemoth. I
it
have
sounds like
8,000 followers. I mean, it
it
just was
sounds
sort
like
of
a deep
crazy to me.
it sounds like a deep insecurity. It sounded like she needed
Apparently,
you, like if she had you as an expert to talk with on these things, and people are logging on for your expertise, you know,
but
and
it
not
was
even
her
realizing it.
choice.
They're giving her the credit, but they're logging on for your expertise.
Right.
She knows this. You're
Yes.
valuable to her. You're going to cost her money, and she's going to see you as not being as getting more credit than she would like you to get, as being a threat to her. And you going
But
off and doing your own thing, she no longer has ownership over you. Now you realized, hey, wait a second, I could do just fine on my own doing this.
sure,
You know, like that's and you have YouTube creators that feel threatened by this, and then you have YouTube creators that will build people like this up. We'll
you
say
know,
your insight is so important to the community that let's get this person as many subscribers as you can get.
I
You know,
love the YouTube creators, especially the LawTube creators that are so inclusive.
right?
Andrea Burkhart,
Well, yeah.
Bob and Ali Mata, Ian Runkle.
Yes. Real
uh,
quick before I forget, Bob asked me. I was in his chat earlier, and Bob asked me to plug his podcast.
Oh man, please do.
Buried.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So before I
Uh-huh.
forget, I didn't mean to cut you off, and I know it's
No,
secret. I
dude.
apologize, but I will
Yeah.
forget. But Bob is my homie. Bob,
You know what you should be doing also, Claire, is plugging her channel. I see her channel is not even in your description of your channel. That is creator etiquette 101.
Bob and Ali are my dear friends, and I care for them very much. And
I
I'm
love
grateful
them. And,
for them.
you know, they're so supportive of all the other creators out there.
They
So,
are.
you know, and I've always been sort of the opinion that we all bring something to the party and there's enough out there for everybody. But unfortunately, there are creators out there that don't feel that way.
Yeah, and I don't know how familiar you are with Turtle Boy's case right now, and the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case right now. I don't know how familiar you are with that stuff.
Now,
But
Kelsey Fitzsimmons, I am familiar with, but I don't know a lot about Aiden's case. I mean, I've seen a little bit, but I don't know a lot about it.
Aiden's case is particular. That's actually the bulk of the reason why I'm taking an interest in this case, because
Okay. I don't care to hear about Turtle Boy. I don't mean it like that. What he's going through is a bunch of BS. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Dude, I want to see if they say anything else. Nope. Okay. So we're done with that. Also, I want to, okay. You know, she just did a recent, hold on. Do you know that show, Mormon Stories? Is it called Mormon Stories? That she was just on? Hold on. Mormon Stories. We were just talking about that. Yeah, that's what it's called. Mormon Stories podcast. Yep. She was on this. Yeah. Barbacoa. Yummy. Yummy. Okay. Do you guys want to see her dad? I think she's afraid everybody's going to find out about her dad. Which is funny because go look at TikTok. I will later. Do you want to see her dad? I will. You guys want to see her dad? I think she's afraid of this too. She dealt with her dad did some crime and did some prison time. her dad is, let me get the documents, bring up the documents. Hold on a minute. Which one do we want to look at? This one? I'm trying to find the newest one. No, that ain't it. Shoot. Hold on. I want to get it right before I tell you what her dad did. Actually, it was a federal case. Hold on a minute. All right, Court of Appeals. All right. Yeah, Lauren's dad, he just got out of prison, I think not too long ago. I could be wrong. I'm going to show you her dad in a minute. But I think she's worried about, everybody's going to find out her dad was in prison. I mean, this is what we do. He didn't take somebody's life, but he stole a lot of money from people. He was convicted of, actually was more than 7 counts of mail fraud. 9 counts of wire fraud, 7 counts of mail fraud, 1 count of conspiracy to commit mail fraud, wire fraud, 10 counts of money laundering. Let's see. So he was indicted on 38 counts of wire fraud, mail fraud, money laundering, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and mail fraud. He had 2 co-defendants, these 2 guys. Let's see. So they stole money from people, man. A lot of people. Mortgage fraud and everything. I'm just telling you guys. I mean, here's the documents right here. I got it all right here. At least he didn't take somebody's life, right? So I'm going to show you her daddy, which is kind of funny. I found this video. Hold on a minute. But he don't talk about his crime. Now, what I find is funny. Hold on, I got to share this channel. He doesn't talk about his crime. He talks about the changes that need to be done in prison, right? Right? And I agree. We're going to go there right now to this channel. All right. So this is Think Again, Faith Again. We're not going to watch a whole thing. We're just going to watch a little bit of what her dad says because it's over an hour long. I don't got time for all that. So there's her dad. Now, he don't explain to people who he is and his crimes, which I find is interesting because he makes it so, in my opinion, me watching this, in my opinion, it's like he didn't do everything they said he did wrong. He hasn't, what's the word, you guys? What is the word? I don't know. It's my opinion. You guys can watch the whole thing. We're going to listen to what her dad has to say here for a little bit. But I do agree there needs to be some prison reform. That's not her dad right here, the guy coming up.
Grace us with a lovely song because, again, he is a very good musician and has been for many years. So if you will mute yourself until you're ready to speak, and I can call on, you can raise a hand or whatever, so that we can make sure we give Jameis a good good quiet background to speak on, and everybody else who speaks. All right, Jameis.
Well, thank you, Jay, and thank you for having me. We don't have a lot of time in some ways, and so, but there will be time for questions, and and feel free to ask them if you feel compelled to do so. The title of this talk, as Jay wrote it, was "Get Out and Do Your Time," and I had given him editorial discretion, but the original saying, and a saying that I think will come up over and over, is the term "get up and do your time." That's what we occasionally said to each other. And I had one cellmate in particular, would say, if you're kind of trying to sleep or avoid, or you're not in facing your life and the situations, he would say, "Get up and do your time." And in some ways that still informs me today. I recall that. And so I would urge you all to think about getting up and doing your time as we speak today. I'll let me give you a little bit of background and about my situation. I won't bore you with the details, but it's been a long, arduous experience.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I thought it was funny when he said that. I'm going to tell you my background, but then he wasn't going to go into details of what he did. Well, listen, guys, I thought it was funny. It's just white collar crime, he says. Yeah, I mean, come on. It was the FBI thing. He's on the FBI thing. Well, I know one of the guys is on the FBI. I'm going to go see if Jameson's name is on the FBI thing, but website, but his co-defendant is. Hold on, let me back it up. I thought it was funny. Because it does matter what you did, in my opinion.
Time as we speak today. I'll let me give you a little bit of background and about my situation. I won't bore you with the details, but it's been a long, arduous experience. I was charged with a white collar crime many years ago, and I was incarcerated briefly, what we thought was a very short time, and repeatedly engaged in this fight. I was finally committed to prison for an alleged probation violation, and I spent 5 years there. And since that time, I've been consistently fighting my case. The Utah Supreme Court recently ruled on a major aspect of my case, and it also I filed in the process of filing the brief now, and I'm confident I'll prevail, and I hope that my story gets told. There is what.
Okay, that's all we're going to watch of that because I just can't. This is her dad, by the way. As a matter of fact, her dad used to be an attorney, right? Does anybody know that? Now, I don't know what she's embarrassed about. I mean, we are going to go find out. I want to, let's see, he is fighting with the Supreme Court, by the way. Ex-attorney bars. He's barred. Right here. This was in 2000. We're going to look at this real quick. Hi, Felicia. Ex-attorney behind bars for stealing Utah farms in 2000. A disbarred lawyer who defrauded a Delta man and his son-in-law out of their home, dairy, and land 12 years ago is in prison for failing to keep the terms of his probation. Now, he got lucky. What this judge did is him and a co-defendant, he didn't give him any jail time, prison time. He just said, stay away from your co-defendant, and they didn't, and they did more fraud. That's what happened there. Early this month, ordered James Johnson, 60, to immediately serve 1 to 15 years in prison. In March 2007, he was convicted by a jury of 1 count of security fraud for hiring AmericanDairy.com stock to the farmers in exchange for control over their farms. His co-defendant, Paul, exchanged a worthless stock for the farms and then use the properties for collateral for bank loans. So he has 2 other co-defendants. I'm not going to read this whole thing. He has to pay restitution of $100,000. Oh my God, my stomach. Sorry guys, I got a stomach ache. The guy that his co-defendant though, he has to pay back millions. So he was just barred in Utah and New York, but he's really good at writing up his appeals, guys. I've read them. Let's see. $27 charges related to mortgage fraud in 2011. He tried to get a new trial and he didn't. If you guys want to read this, I'm going to do this. Okay, cool, cool. Oh God, my stomach. What is going on here? Because I'm stuck in my house, people. Oh, my stomach. Whew. I mean, yeah, but that's her dad. I mean, she could talk about this, right? That could be some content for her. I'm just saying. Everybody has a criminal in their family. Either they are a criminal or know a criminal. I don't care who you are. I'm just saying. I got criminals in my life. All right. I want to show this real quick. You guys know when I go look into stuff, I go look. Okay. So I'll just share everything I found. So this was July 17, 2010. There he is. There's the 4 boys. There they are rocking out. They love their music. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Remember when she talked about they moved to a different country? Ooh, picky cauliflower, yummy. I got a career criminal who got away with everything she's ever done. Yes, you do, your mother. You know what? Yeah, I know many people in my life, sadly, that have been to prison. Thank God, not me. Horrible crimes. I've known people that have murdered people, like in my real life. She would, right? All right, let me show you something else I found. Hold on. Where is it? Mm-mm-mm. What is this about? Hold on a minute. Okay, never mind. Oh, I was gonna find his hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute, guys. His co-defendants. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Give me a minute, please. I know I'm a little slow right now. Hold on. Interesting. Okay, I can't find what I'm looking for right now. That's all right. Maybe I'll find it later. So there's that. That's all I got for us right now. That's all I got. There's the tea right there. But if you want to go watch that video, it's right here. Didn't I put the link in to that channel? I thought I did. Hold on a minute. Hold on. What's this? Oh, okay. Oh, no, that ain't it. Oh, there's a channel. If you want to watch an interview of her dad's interview. Oh, yeah, you sent me an email. I'm going to look to see if there's an update on Lori Hellis's page. Hold on, give me a minute. No, there is no updates. I want to thank everybody for coming through. This is all I got for now. And if more comes, I will be back live. And Kelly, Kelly, I will check my email in a little bit.
Boot up the stream, grab your snack and noodle. Here comes the queen, Kid and Caboodle. Wi-Fi blazing, wig on tilt. More drama than a soap opera quill. Kid logs on in a sparkly robe, sipping iced tea like she runs the globe. Drops more truth than a psychic at noon, with a cat named Taco and a raccoon named Boom. Kid and Caboodle is a hot shit Uber, Wi-Fi warrior, clickbait mover, shaking up the algorithm like a smoothie blender. Watch out, troll, she's a copyright sender. Hot shit YouTuber, talking tea with a pink ring light aura. Yeah. She reviews shampoo and ghost hunts too. Caught Bigfoot slipping in a Gucci shoe. Unboxes snacks, talks haunted dolls, and drops a diss track on bathroom stalls. Kid and Caboodle is a hot shit Uber, hashtag queen, thumbnail smoother, dancing in a study with a llama on her head, uploading content even while in bed. Hot shit YouTuber, even aliens subscribe, that's no rumor. Yeah. She vlogs in Walmart, midnight mission, caught in aisle 9 with divine precision. Mic in hand, she interviews cheese. Sir, you aware you're lactose free? Goes live while baking glitter pies. Starts a feud with ducks, no lies. Reacts to Karen's, paints her Jeep, and once went viral yelling sheep don't sleep. Kid and Caboodle is a hot shit Uber, ring light blazing, sassy maneuver, bans a troll while dancing to chair, then sells merch made from her own hair. Hot shit YouTuber, even her outro has a blooper. To play Fortnite, hosted a seance on Tuesday night, got possessed midstream, ate a burrito, still hit upload, respect amigo. Now Netflix calls and brands wanna collab, but Kit just vlogged from her glittery cab. She's not here for clout or fame, she's here to win the YouTube Hunger Games. Kit and Caboodle